Hey guys, real quick before we get into today's video, I was going through my footage of this whole thing, editing, and the camera was not in max lens mode. I have the max lens on the GoPro, and I'll put a little snippet right here of what it looks like unedited, and it just got like, it's really fish-eyed and you can see the corners of it and everything. It's really weird, but I did the best I could to get rid of some of that. I think it looks pretty good, but just kind of forewarning you guys, letting you know that if some parts of it look a little wonky, that's why. Again, I think I got most of it and I think it looks pretty good, but I was real worried I was gonna have to scrap this whole video because of that. But like I said, I think it's okay, and hopefully you guys do too. So let's get into today's video. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, or as always, if you're new here, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing something that I've been procrastinating on for a very long time. I've had these sitting and I don't know, I just haven't really felt like doing it, but I'm going to finally install some upgraded axles on the Silverado. So as you guys know, if you're following along with this, I've got these stock axles in, and with the 6-inch lift, I don't know how well you can see them in there, but with the 6-inch lift, the angles aren't great. Like, it's not bad, but it's not the best. And then you got to deal with the spacer in there, and I just don't like it. So what I did was went onto Rock Auto and I got some 07 to I believe 13 axles, and these are actually extended travel axles. Don't really know if I needed that fancy, but these things are hefty and they're not going anywhere. They even come with a new nut. So let me get this in the bed of the truck. So here is the new axle, and if you don't know why I want the 07 to 13 axle, is because, like I said, the spacer down there is for the factory CV axle on this truck. If you have a 4 to 6-inch lift, the factory one won't fit like without that spacer. So the angles get a little rough because of the spacer. This one eliminates that spacer, so you've got that extra strength there. You don't have those super long bolts tying all that in, because like with that spacer, they're like that long. And it's no more plastic spacer because it is plastic. This is just straight to the axle, bolt straight in, go straight here, and it should help with the angle of the CV axle. So let me get the truck up in the air. I'll pull one out, probably go ahead and install that one that I pull out, and then when I pull the other one out, I'll bring it over, just kind of compare the two. But I'll definitely show you guys installing this one as well. Super easy. You don't have to take the knuckle off or anything like that. You just pull the wheel off, pull the bolt to the hub off, undo your 6 bolts in there, and then whole thing pops out, slides out, and you can replace it. All right, guys, so I got the wheel off, didn't record it, didn't really think anybody would care to see how a wheel gets taken off. And as you guys see, got the upgraded brakes on here. If you guys watched that video, I did the 2019 brake version on this. So if you guys want to check that out, I'll leave that in the description below. But now what we got to do is we got to take this nut off, and then once we take that nut off, all we got to do is undo these 6 back here, and then this whole thing should just, you could pull that forward, slide it down, and it should just slide out. I don't think we'll have to take anything off. If we do, we may have to just loosen that up, kind of pop it out of the way, but other than that, should be good. So let's get to getting this off, and then we'll go from there. All right, so as you can see, got all 6 bolts out. These are the long ones I'm talking about, and that spacer is right there. Now, as you can see, I mean, I did put that spacer on, but I mean, if you guys remember that video, that was kind of a while ago, and it just pulled itself out. So that means this boot was probably under a pretty good amount of stress. Just pulling it down, get that out of the way. And then we should be able to get this out. So let me put this down. Just trying to wiggle this thing out. All right, guys, so got that out. As you can see, I did end up taking off the sway bar end link. Not a big deal, but I'm gonna compare these together now. Try to line that up as best I can. So this is with the spacer. Try to pop this off. And this is that plastic spacer. Again, like I said, it's plastic. I mean, it did okay. I never took the truck off-road, so there's that. But line this up, they're both in that little rut. See them here, and you've just got, like, this is where it mates up to the hub. This is where it mates up to the hub here. It's just got so much more room to do what it needs to, and it's gonna be a whole lot better, a whole lot stronger, because look at this thing compared to that. Again, I don't really take this truck off-road too much, but if I ever do, I'll be okay. And plus, this axle is just going to be a whole lot better. My angles aren't going to look dumb. And yeah, so I got new bolts. I'm not sure if they're going to fit because they're kind of long, so I'm a little afraid they're going to poke through the back and end up hitting the casing, but I'll put them in, see what they look like. Obviously, if they fit, I'll keep them, but I still have the old bolts for this one. I'll probably just run with if those don't fit. So let's go ahead and get this new one installed, and then I'll show you guys me doing the next one, probably in like a time lapse. But yeah, I mean, this is the 03 to 07 1500. I'm not sure if the 2500s are any different, but 1500 four-wheel drive CV axle, and this is the 03 to 13. And I mean, this was beefier. This isn't a stock axle. The stock axles work fine too, but this one was on sale on Rock Auto. So, I mean, why not? It's way bigger, beefier, better. So, gonna go ahead and put that in. And then I'll show you guys a side-by-side, because the other side still got the stock axle. So, once I get that wheel on, back on the ground, I'll show you guys the difference in the angles as well. All right, guys, so got the new bolts on. The new axle is, I mean, pretty much in. These are the part number for these bolts. They are a little bit long. They stick out of the back, but they're not hitting anything. So I think these are gonna do just fine. I've spun it, not hitting anything. I've spun it where I think it might hit something and felt, and there's plenty of clearance for all that. So I think those are gonna work. And this side's in. All I got to do is get this nut down, and then we'll go ahead and probably put you on a time lapse, do the other side, and then this video is pretty much done. All right, guys, so that one is completely on. Everything's back, and you can see. So look at that angle compared to that one, and it just looks a lot better. So yeah, without that spacer on, gives that axle more room to do what it needs to. So that looks a whole lot better, like I said. So what I'm gonna do is set you guys down on a time lapse while I get this other side done. So as you can see, new day, it's bright, got dark on me last night as you guys saw, but everything's installed, everything looks good, and I drove it around. No binding, anything like that, and like I said, all that just looks so much better, and the angles look a whole lot better. I mean, those things are beefy. They're way heavier than the old ones I took out. I kept the old ones, the spacers, the bolts, everything, just in case something crazy were to happen with those and they break or something and I need a spare set. So, I mean, that's pretty much it, guys. Like I said, for everybody that was here for the truck, this was a video that I've had coming for a while. I've just been really procrastinating on it. Something about putting that lift on really kind of ruined me on working on this thing for a while. But I don't know. That really need to get that done, and then I still need to do the E-fans. I have the radiator in and everything. I just need to put the fans in, hook them up, do all that stuff. So definitely not done with this old girl just yet, but just kind of switching gears to some stuff with the Mustang, Tahoe, stuff like that, because I really just enjoy working on this thing a lot, but I haven't forgot about her. So don't worry, the truck's not going anywhere. I have this thing probably until it just doesn't run anymore, because I love this thing a lot. So again, that's where this video is going to leave off, guys. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. If you guys like the content I'm putting out and want to see more, hit that subscribe button. If you guys have any comments, questions, concerns about anything I did in this video, please leave them down below. As always, I'll answer them to the best of my ability. I left the part numbers to the axles and the bolts. The axles are, both of them are left or right, so the one part numbers for both. The bolts, you just buy 12 of them, and those will be in the description below. Also, the video for the brakes on this thing will be at the end cards at the end of this video if you want to click and watch that. Go follow me on all my socials. Those will also be at the end cards at the end of this video. And go check out my Amazon storefront. A lot of the things that I got for the truck, the Mustang, Tahoe, stuff like that, is in folders in there. They're all listed. One's Silverado, one's Mustang, one's the other. So definitely go check that out. So again, like I said, this is where I'm going to cut it at. As I'm filming this, it's New Year's Eve. I hope you guys have a good New Year. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you next time.